long time ago, God's people, the Israelites, stopped obeying God, and so God allowed a strong country to take their people away to a different kingdom. One of the people who was taken away was named Daniel, but he didn't stop obeying God. Daniel prayed 3 times every day and listened to anything God had to tell him. Because he listened to everything God told him, Daniel became very smart, and the king, called Darius, put him in charge of many things in his kingdom. In fact, King Darius wanted to put Daniel in charge of his entire kingdom, above everyone else, because he was so wise. The other people who served King Darius were jealous of Daniel. They didn't think it was fair for him to be in charge of everything in the kingdom, so they tried to find an excuse to get rid of him. They looked at how Daniel acted in front of the king, but Daniel was very good and wise. They looked at how Daniel acted when the king wasn't around, but Daniel was still the same. They looked at how Daniel treated everyone he met, and they couldn't find a single thing to blame Daniel for. The only thing they could think to blame Daniel for was the way he worshipped and prayed to God, because everyone else in their kingdom worshipped other gods, or even worshipped the king as a god. The people who were jealous of Daniel went to King Darius and pretended to have a great idea to honor him. They suggested that he make a rule that for the next 30 days, anyone who prayed to any god or person, aside from the king, would be thrown into a pit of lions. King Darius liked the law, so he signed it right away, not realizing that they were tricking him into making a reason to get rid of Daniel. The very next day, when he heard of the new law, Daniel went to his room, opened his window, and prayed to God like he did every single day. The people who were jealous of Daniel saw him pray and went to the king. King Darius was very upset because he liked Daniel and tried to think of a way out of punishing Daniel, but he couldn't come up with anything. So the men brought Daniel, and the king threw him into a pit of lions. As they threw Daniel into the pit, he called out, saying that he hoped Daniel's God would rescue him. The next morning, King Darius rushed to the pit to see if Daniel had survived. To everyone's surprise, Daniel was still alive. Because he trusted in God, Daniel explained, God sent angels to close the mouths of the lions so that they would not hurt him. The king brought him out of the pit and praised God that Daniel had survived, and made a new law, saying that people must worship the God who saved Daniel from the lions. When we pray to God, we can also trust that He will take care of us, even if it seems impossible. See you next week. Bye. This week, you are invited to join us on Zoom for a craft and more activities. If you'd like to join us at 4 p.m. on Sunday, please email us at utmlayworkers@gmail.com for those details, and bring the listed craft supplies in the description if you are able. Hope to see you there. Bye.